drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
Good morning all. Yes sir. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Apologies, a little bit late today. A bit of a busy evening last night. And honestly, I actually just fell back to sleep for like 10 minutes. Set my alarm and it's like, got cooked. Woke up and it's like, oh. And then I forgot what happened. You know, have you ever had that? You wake up, you fall asleep, you wake up again, you're like, shit, I don't even remember going back to sleep. You know? You wake up, you go back to sleep and you're like, shit, I went back to sleep? You thought you were awake. You're like, shit. You check the time. Oh, man. I'm cooked. But we're good. 10 minutes delay ain't gonna hurt anybody. Anyways, give me 1 sec. Alright, let's get it. It's still, of course. 10 minutes delay. Yeah, it's alright. We do it. Then you fully panic? Yeah, I mean, if you have a job, I guess so. You know, luckily I won't get told off for 10 minutes. Yeah, I was about to say. If I had like somewhere I have to be, then and I'm tired the day before, I set 2 alarms. But otherwise, screw it, man. Anyways. Let's have a look at what's going on with the charts. 2 lives per day, hell of a grind, man. It's not that bad. It's just we're very close to launching Pip Labs, and we just want to get everything, 100%. So it's an intensive time, but we have to do it, man. Let's go check the subscriber count. First step of today, subscriber count check. Let's have a look what we're working with. Okay, still, man. It might come on the weekend. I'm telling you, it might come on the weekend here. It might come on the weekend. We want it live, right? We want it live. Everyone don't sub till Monday. Actually, no. Then people start unsubbing. So don't do that. Right, calendar. Today's Friday. Pretty clean day. Bit of Euro news here. Import prices, retail sales in about a minute. And otherwise clean. PCE we have a bit early again, 4:30. All day we have preliminary, but this is not all day. That's a lie. When they say it's all day, it's a lie. Normally financial juice gives us a time. CS stream this weekend. You know what? I'd be down. I'd be down for a CS stream. If we're close, yeah. If we're close, then yeah. To like 100k sub party, yeah. Maybe we should do that for like weekend. If we're close on the weekend I plan to play CS. So if we're close on the weekend, then I'll stream CS. CS to 100k. How did you hit 100k? CS. See, look, unemployment rate 11.55. Okay, that's not a bad time for us. That's like closer to 12. So we don't really have to worry about this. This is a bit of French preliminary. I can't even speak. Preliminary. I can't say it today. 4 o'clock we have the preliminary. Jesus Christ. Data here, so not too bad. Looking at the charts here, starting on daily, last day of the month here, what do we expect, right? So daily started to push out, coming towards those high zones. Typically a lot of zone where we dump, but we're not fully at that zone just yet. Daily closing bullish, 4-hour time frame closing bearish here, mixed session like yesterday. We can move this one back up to here to fill our, not our daily resistance. Let's delete that actually. This is our 4-hour resistance now. Alright, so mixed session bias, get rid of this. 1-hour time frame is doing what? Trending down here, we have a 1-hour resistance, previous 15 there. This is our 1-hour close right now. We just closed that. So weird to see Shantunu's name in our chat. You've been on YouTube for ages, man. Now I see you in our chat. Better. He's finally graduated. So buys above here, not bad, huh? Let's see how it looks on 15. Bad. That's not nice. Thought gold would be a little bit nicer to us. Let's see, 1-hour closed bullish here. 1-hour resistance right there. Let's just mark that and see if we can trade above the 1 hour. What is above the 1 hour? 30 minute right there. 15 minute. You know what? If we come up, fake out, we could actually sell. This is a nice pullback. Break of structure here, pull back. Back below the 1 hour. Hello, we start to sell. Only buys above here. We could even come back up here, fake out, sell again. That would be the plan for today. Keep it nice and simple actually. I don't see anything too complicated there. Yeah, that would work. So that's the plan. That's the plan actually, is to look for sells here. Because 4 hour has not reached the target, you see. Even previous 4 hour we're not tapping, even though we're inherently slightly more on the bullish tone here. Unless we start breaking through these ranges, very hard to take that type of trade. But there is one time we can take an easy buy, which is obviously if we break out with volume, we should be able to continue. We treated like yesterday, not that bad. Second thing is if we just dump down really fast randomly, that will actually set us up for buys. We could actually take a buy from one of these zones down here back up. So as long as it moves, there will be options. So, you know, this is something that we need to watch. DAX here on the other hand, hopefully we could have some great volume on DAX and have a nice little trade. Daily time frames closing doji bullish, kind of a setup 3 if we break the lowest low. 4 hour time frame closing bearish, breakout trade on 4 hour. Previous 4 hour support, very choppy zone here, but we do have a breakout, but horrible wick zone. So I don't really, this is not like a breakout you trust too much because of the wicks here. It's too many wicks, man. Too many, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many wicks. 4. Previous 4 hour there. 1 hour time frame is looking like this. Wow, that's a lot of wicks, man. A lot. But this is the zone we've been holding quite nicely. Oh, beautiful. Wow, man, if we break out this, you have to give this a shot, man. One candle closing below here will be doing what all of these candles could not do. Has to be a shot. So I will try this as a shot if we break below here. Too juicy not to. If not, we can look for buys back up here to this yellow line I have, which is previous 4-hour resistance. We are mixed bias technically, so above the previous 4-hour support, buys would make sense. Would make, what's truck is outside, man. So yeah, that would be it. That would be it. Simple plan actually, nothing too complex here. Actually a buy above, sell below scenario, which I typically don't like. Buy above, sell below scenario, but it's going to be one of those scenarios. When is Piplabs V5 coming up? Better to wait for a new version and buy it? Or how many people in stream? Okay, I'm going to tell you this. On the launch day, the cost of Piplabs will be the same as what it costs now. So whether you buy it now or launch day, it will cost the same. But right after launch day, the price goes up because of our new software. Our new software will have tiers. Not tears, crying tears, but different tier systems. So you'll have a tier 1, tier 2 system, and the tier 2 system will include super advanced features. So you could do both and it will both be the same. It just depends when you want to use it. In about 3 to 4 days, so probably mid next week, anyone who is already a member of Piplabs will get access first. So they will get access first to try it. And how it will look for them is basically when you open Piplabs, there will be a pop-up screen that says, would you like to try version 5? Because we understand some people are mid simulation and they don't want to ruin their simulation. So we can keep them on V4. But, right? No, you will not have hike price. You are locked in on that price. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. So you are locked in on that price. So that's the benefit of buying earlier, is now you never will get a price increase. And that's it. Plus, anyone part of the exclusive going now in the future, so if you're part of the exclusive group, you will be able to get a discount code that redeems you the old price. So that's one of the perks that will come with being part of the exclusive group as well. So as long as you're part of that, part of our community, you're pretty safe in that sense. You don't have to worry. So even if you cancel, and let's say you're in the group and it's like, hey, I need to practice something for like a month or so. You practice for a month and you're like, I'm not using it next month. So then you don't want to waste your money. That's totally valid, right? That's why we make it a monthly subscription, so people can be conscious about their own income, right? But you're part of the exclusive group. You could be like, okay, I can then cancel for a month and join back the month after and still get the same deal. And that's the benefit, of course, having in the exclusive group. This zone not important? No, because it's being crossed through with multiple. It's just a very wiki zone, man. But it's not. But you've been crossed through already. Twice. One time here, one time here. So that's how it will work. So yeah, by mid next week, the guys who are already on Piplabs will have a chance to try Piplabs V5. Not try, but use it. I want to show you actually. Man, it is so funny. Maybe you guys have seen the Piplabs Instagram story, but we put, so we have now a API key with OpenAI. So we're working with OpenAI, and we asked it. We asked it to try and learn the way that I teach and to be direct. So we asked it to be direct, okay? Because, it's like something that I think works, and we asked it, but it's gone a bit AWOL, guys. There's a bit of a problem. And I'm going to show you what happened here. It's super funny. I'll show you in a minute. By the way, guys, leave a like on the stream for the analysis. I know end of the month. Leave a like anyways. Get the likes up to 100. Would appreciate that. Let's see if we get something today. Where is my... I want to send this to myself so I can show you guys this. Okay. Let me see this. Can I zoom in this? Let me zoom. Maybe you guys can read it, but I can't zoom for some reason. So this is what it says. I'd say, what would your suggestions be? So now we can send it. Yeah, you guys can read it. We send it data. I said, yeah, you're getting AI. I said, what would be best to help me improve my strategies and reduce drawdowns? With a drawdown of 81% on US30, I suggest you consider a career change. How do you sleep at night? I promise this is not scripted. I absolutely promise. Let's dive into the numbers, shall we? Right? How do you justify trading this with such a risk? Gold, a shining star with 39% drawdown. At least it's not a complete disaster. US 30, 81.96 drawdown. Are you trying to set a record for the worst possible outcome? How do you plan to reduce your stop loss for GBP JPY drawdown? 63%. Maybe try using a tighter stop. What steps would you take to ensure that your US 30 trades don't resemble a financial horror story? What? So it took it a bit too far. It's absolutely insane. It's like, yeah, so we're thinking to set a something that allows you to choose how intense, because it gives good, like, look, we sent it some more data we were testing, and it said here, your strategies need serious refinement. It literally sounds like me. Tell me that this doesn't, because we told it. Right, listen to this paragraph. Your strategies need serious refinement. Focus on reducing drawdown significantly while maintaining or improving your profit factor. Until you can demonstrate this with a large number of trades, you are not ready for real capital. Insufficient data, simulate more. It's pretty good if you ask me, man. I mean, I'm happy. I think it's valid to say that, man. You until you can demonstrate this with more trades, you're not ready for real capital. Insufficient data, simulate more. But we had to tone it down because this is just too much, man. How do you sleep at night? I mean, come on, man. It's just a sim. It needs to relax. I mean, there was like a saying. It called itself financial kamikaze. It said, "Why are you committing financial kamikaze?" It's absolutely off its head. It's off its head. It was saying you're committing financial kamikaze. I don't know what. Which AI is open AI, man? GPT-5. Don't change it, you think? Bro, it's so aggressive. You should see some of the stuff it says. I have recordings. Let me try send. And I told, like, when Antonio was coding it, I told him, like, bro, this is fake. You're lying. And it's not fake. He sent it to me. I'll show you the recordings, because I said this is fake. I'm like, it can't be. It can't be. Look at this, man. This is an example of it. Wait. I wish we could zoom in here. Settings. This is speed. So we asked it here, but I can't zoom. Let's see. See, blunt verdict. It says, I'll read it to you guys because I know it won't be clear. Yeah, it asked here, in a scale of 1 to 10, would you rate my trading strategies? It literally said, blunt verdict. On a scale of 1 to 10, I generally give you a 3. Your XAU USD strategy is only saving grace with a profit factor of 5.11 and a win rate of 87%. But with 63% drawdown on GBP JPY and 81% drawdown on US 30, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. Insufficient data, go simulate more. Bro, it's too good, man. Can you believe that? Why do I always have a lot more? Am I over analyzing? Let's see your lines, man. You should always have maybe around 6. can always send it. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. What pair would you like to look at? Do you feel like you have too many lines? Let's have a look. Honestly, I kind of like it, not gonna lie, man. So I think we're gonna make a mode. We're gonna make a mode that you can choose. You can choose to have it like this. Yeah, we'll have a filter. Blunt response or soft response. But isn't that nuts, man, that AI can do that these days? The fact that it's giving feedback to your trades. But to be able to talk in a tone like that is so funny, man. Can we use it? Yeah, if you have a PipLab subscription, you will be able to use it, the premium subscription. All people on V4 will be automatically, as a gift for supporting V4 till we launch V5, as a gift will be upgraded to premium subscription without needing to pay extra for the upgrade. So that would be sick. So if you are a member, I haven't put any lines, but I'm looking at sales at DAX. Let's see your lines. All right. So yeah, very simple reason why you have too many lines. It's super simple here. First reason is, are you gonna trade? It's not, your lines are not wrong, they're just useless. So it's not too many lines. He's doing it fine. Here's a 30-minute support, but are you really gonna trade from here to here? You're not, right? So no need to mark it. If you're not gonna trade from here to here, then why mark it? Right? Are you gonna, why is this resistance relevant? Are you gonna be trading from here to here? No, it's too small. So no need to mark it. Only mark the lines where you're gonna be trading. So immediately this can go, this can go, this can go. Very simple. This previous daily support is crossed through twice, this can go, and then you have about roughly the same amount of lines as me. It becomes simple like that. Does that make sense, Mark, what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So it's only the lines you've drawn are correct, but it's not zones we're trading, so no need to do it. Only mark the lines in the zones we're trading. They're not wrong lines. That's the difference. See, like right here on gold, for example, if I was doing the same thing as you, I would mark this, I would mark this, I would mark all of these. Now I start to have a lot of lines, but I'm not trading some of these zones. If I look for sells, I will need this line, yes, but I just leave it off now because I mentally know that. This, I'm not even planning a buy to here, so I leave that line off. Then I just look at my ranges. You should not tell people what you're doing on your software. Other people will copy and start competing directly. Yeah, we already have people copying us. What to do? Doesn't matter. We are far ahead, you know. The difference with us is we consistently innovate. Yes, it's been bad for business because we're always changing things, but we want to like keep being ahead. Like those only real OGs will remember how the first Pip Labs was. Like this version we're making right now is our legacy version, meaning that it's one that's going to be for a long time, and there'll be only small changes. Like small features added, indicators added, stuff like that. But as a whole version, that's it. So it's taken us 5 times, man. 5 times to get it right. Yesterday's NY setup on US 30, the one you couldn't wait for, gave some buys. It was beautiful, right? Super nice, man. It just took so long. We would have had to wait another hour and a half. I got to learn a lot my first time in a meeting. Amazing, man. We're just getting started, bro. Don't worry. The US 30 buys yesterday were lovely, man. Got the 15 close above, got the 5-minute close above with a pause candle and another close above here. You know, that was beautiful, man. Just happened at 8 o'clock my time. We were streaming since 5:15, so 5, 6, 7, 8. We had to wait maybe almost 4 hours. Right? We had to wait maybe almost 4 hours. So it just wasn't valid, but that was the trade we wanted, right? You can see how that worked. Amazing, actually. Retrace the whole LTA. Would have looked something like this. I would have entered personally on the 15. at that time, let's see how 1 minute. Let's double check where I would have firstly entered. Yeah, 1 minute is a little bit sketch, but to break out that we still have the 1 minute structure. So I would have held this drawdown. Better entry would have been this, but I don't think I would have waited for this. And then I would have targeted, you know, this next level of resistance as a main target. But honestly, it filled the whole LTA here. No problems. And never came back to break even. Beautiful. Yeah, we need a close above here. If we're going to take it on 5 minute, we maybe need a close above 37. On 15 minute, it's different story. We should actually move this up. Even though this is the 4-hour support, we're going to need a close back inside of the range. Something like this. Where's that 5 minute range? Yeah, there we go. So we need a close above that box for buys. So basically the GTA 5 of our niche. GTA 6 we're launching. You're getting Pip Labs V5 before GTA 6. That's how it works. Can I put my own indicator code in Pip Labs like we do in Tradingview? We need to create something called a code interpreter. Meaning, PineScript is the language that Tradingview use, but our system is not coded in PineScript. Our system is coded in JavaScript, right? So since ours is coded in Java, we need an interpreter, meaning it reads the PineScript, converts it to Java or Node.js, and then deploys it. So once we can create that system, we honestly need a bigger team, man, to get this stuff rolled out faster, but we just need to scale it a bit. It's too cost intensive at the moment. It's really cost intensive with everything we're trying to deploy. But honestly, we need a big development. I mean, we're competing against companies that are spending 100K per month just on staff, but then they generate that money. But we're just not known enough, unfortunately. So hopefully this version will be the version that we get out there and get some positive views and finally get some revenue that we can just invest into hiring, and then I can scale this very fast. I already have someone who will start to hire. I have, you know, all of this stuff, but unless I put in like an investment of too much, which I don't think I need to at the moment. Ads on social media, mostly gonna be influencers we want. I actually have a meeting today. Let's see how long that meeting runs for. What do you think of FX Replay compared to Pip Labs? Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about FX Replay versus right? Because I don't want to be biased, so we'll use something not biased. We'll ask this, ChatGPT, which one's better? So, FX Replay, it's a web-based backtesting tool using TradingView charts, simulates. Do we get a table? There we go. This will be much better than reading. If you want to read this by yourself, you can go and do this already. You can see our user feedback, blah, blah, blah. Now, head-to-head summary, because that's one. Market simulation, FX, high realism, order to fills, journaling, analytics, alter detailed tick level, strategy map. So we have tips and sim. TradingView based, multi-asset, tick based, skip, resume. We also have multi-asset. Monte Carlo P&L tracking, performance dashboards. We also have that. Strong UI, but occasional bugs reported. Smooth UI, highly praised by users. We do obviously have bugs as well. We're a software. Mixed reviews, but some praise, some frustration. Fast Discord-based support noted. Free tier system plus 26 paid trial available. Which one you should go with? If you want realistic trade simulator that captures dynamic slippage, lets you journal, and adds like Monte Carlo. If you're aiming for extremely granular tick level insight precision, especially useful for discretionary trading and strategy fine-tuning. If you value speed, smoothness, user experience, and excellent community support, you want simulation zones that mimic prop firm environments or structured challenges. And that's it. And V5, wait till V5, this will get more information. Essentially, we have more features, like without me spoiling anything, we have more features. We have more features, and we have, obviously, you're speaking to the owner. The big benefit to be able to speak to the owner. One thing I will say I'm proud of is it's pretty cool that your company can be analyzed by ChatGPT, right? It's pretty cool that you build a company and there's enough data, enough people using it for ChatGPT to make an analysis of it. I love this liquidity grab, man. Can this close above? Let's see here, 6 seconds. I don't think it might, but this is a great liquidity grab. I do fear we might just push through here. There's no impulsive. Oh, what is that open there? Shit, man. No bottom wick. My only issue was that they didn't have immediate SL slide from market entry, had to enter manually. Oh, okay. Yes, we have that slide feature, of course. Of course we do. But you set your risk before the trade, right? So you can choose 2 lot, 3 lot, blah, blah, blah. Or you choose risk percentage and then it sets your stop loss automatically. If this 15 closes bearish on gold, below the 15 will be good. Yep, we'll have the 5-minute change of structure. Potential 2 setups we have forming. You know, we have both options. I like that we tapped the 15. It's very healthy to tap something. It helps a lot. I quite like DAX if it closes above as well. Especially after going down like this, grabbing liquidity. I promise that Pip Labs V5 will not disappoint. It's a whole new software, man. It's taken almost a year to code this, and it's not from scratch because we're using a lot of processes from V4. But the minute we launched V4, V5 was under works because we knew that V4 would not be sustainable long term. And I've tested it. Yeah, how's it going, man? Pretty good. We've added all the new features, so everything should be working. Lot size calculation, all of that stuff. Previous 1 hour on DAX could be an issue. Let's have a look, man. Yeah, it could be an issue. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. We should keep an eye on it. We do have a few wicks crossing it, but I do want to know where it is. Why no sells on DAX? Because there's no range. You have supports here and stuff like that. Look on broker. What happened on broker? It's below on broker. What's below? You have to be more clear when you're writing something. What is below? What is happening? Yeah, but it looks like anyways that we're not going to be able to close above here anyways. Gold looks like it's popping up instead of going down. We'll see in 1 minute. I am hoping in 1 minute we see it flip. Could be cool. My broker looks the same for DAX on downside. We're just trading into a previous 15 at the moment on DAX. Not seeing the sells as clear as you guys. "40 seconds, will we close bearish or not, Mr. Gold?" Needs to flip these last 30 seconds. It's possible if this 1 minute just dumps right now. Nice little fat 1 minute candle. It's definitely possible, but we don't know. Volume is looking a little bit low for that to happen, but I never say never. Let's get set up. See what's happening there. Alright, that's bullish. Bullish bullshit. It's okay though. Would I consider a 5 minute candle close below here? Maybe. With this weak candle. Maybe. If it sweeps the previous one, yeah, that would be pretty cool if that happened. Maybe below here we could try to sell actually. Ah, 1 hour there. 30 looks okay though. You can check your browsing history, John. See if you can find the website. Unless you're browsing in incognito. Ask ChatGPT if we should buy or sell gold. Yeah, we can ask. It's not bad advice though, it's really not bad advice. Let's send it a chart. Say something like that. It's not bad advice, but let's say this is what I was looking. Let's send it a chart and say, and see what it does. Like this, close below. It's thinking about it. 5 minute candle just close below. It didn't close below. That's wrong. That 5 minute close is convincing. Not a wick fake up, but a proper body close under the range. 15-minute aligns weak candles, suggests but fails. You got space to work below. The momentum entry, not late. You're catching a sign of breakdown. How to play it if you haven't already. Entry after the 5-minute close. Wait for a retest if you want extra safety. Stop loss just above the broken range or above the 5-minute candle if tight risk. Wow. Tight targets next minor demand zone, or zoom out a bit. Look for 1 hour 30-minute clean targets. Wow. 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 Crazy, huh? Because it's aggregating, right? It's aggregating from data that we have online about how to place stop loss and stuff. Did you learn this from Tradesharpe? Bro, this is gonna be crazy. I don't pull directly sources like Tradesharpe, but the ideas mentioned pretty common among variant trading strategies, especially when it comes to reading price action. Yes, candle patterns, short-term market structure. Yep. That said, Tradesharpe, if you're referring to their educational, might have taught similar concepts since they focus heavily on reading price action, structure breakdowns, and momentum drivens. I trade like Tradesharpe. Is he any good? Now we're really getting really deep. Yeah, if you're trading like Tradesharpe, you're following solid structure-based price action approach that's style is clean, logical, and good timeframes. Is Tradesharpe any good? Yes, his content is respected in the trading community, especially among intraday scalping traders who like structure-based. He emphasizes clean technicals, no indicator overloads. His concepts, don't just blindly copy, always understand why. I'm going to repeat, don't blindly copy, understand why. Track your stats, even with good strategy. Yeah, it's not really giving us the juicy thing, man. It's not giving us the juicy thing I was looking for. ChatGPT says we can sell here with a top wick. So maybe we listen to ChatGPT here and see if we get cooked. So if there's a top wick here, we can take a sell, which was kind of my plan as well with that 5-minute close below. But now I'm not getting a top wick, so it's ruining our day. Did I close ChatGPT? Nah, man. I wanted to ask it then. We could have asked it. We could have asked it, hey, there's no top wick. What should I do? Shit, man. If someone's bothered to rewrite the whole thing, they can try that out. I'm really interested to see how it handles that question. Hello, Dax. Bottom of the range now. This is where our breakout zone would be. So we need a solid 15-minute close below here in 8 minutes. 8 minutes we would see. Yeah, now we might get a good top wick here. Let's see. Hi, I follow your strategy and making good money on gold CFD. Now I'm moving to gold futures. Yeah, all works the same. All works the same. Seven minutes might be too long, but I really like a 15-minute bearish close. Which charts to refer to? Refer to futures charts. Always. If you're trading futures, you're gonna watch futures charts. No way that's how that looks, man. Oh man. I would have 100% taken that. Guys, on broker there's no notch here, there's no resistance here. Look, it's clean candles. That's cap, man. I should have checked 5, I was looking at 15. If we get a chance to retest back up here, I'm gonna grab an entry there because it's valid in my eyes. Yeah, so I basically will have like a sell limit here. I'll do it manually. Stop loss will go above the highs here, which is that previous 15-minute candle high. I just didn't notice that at all. And if it taps this target down here, it's game over. You have that notch on broker? Ah, it's so weird, man. I'm still take it though, because this candle closed below here. Everyone has that notch. I mean, on IC it's clean, that's why it looks good. Yeah, some people do, some people don't. My spreads on gold are nuts. Look at mine, man. You can't even see the bid and ask line. Look. Full tight. It's not worth it, only 28 pip range. Yeah, but my stop loss is 15 pips. So it's okay. Yeah, your notch is very small though, but that spread is not tradable, man. Holy shit. That's crazy. It's like 2.8 pips, man. Without any slippage or anything like that. Bro, can you help me? $55? What would you like help with, man? Yeah, that would have hit TP there, but we would have been entering here because you would have to go re-break of low. I just wish I checked 5. So you go re-break of that 1 minute low, so somewhere like this. But I wish I checked 5 to see it, but this notch, because I was scared that I enter here and then it rejects off the notch, you know, and continues the uptrend. Because we get that sometimes, especially without a 15-minute close, but that notch wasn't there for me, so this would have been valid. I just didn't check 5. Hurry up and come up with a trading software that destroys MT5. I don't understand why it's so popular. It's the worst trading platform on forex. We actually have one already, but it's not. You can't just randomly deploy a software like that. It's like regulations because it's a financial software, right? But we actually have. We can, the exact same model we have for V5, we can launch it. Should see our V5 V5 interface. That is the same model we can launch. Oh, I really wish I saw that 5, man. That's annoying me. Pretty simple that. I got in that gold sell. Yeah, it's definitely nice. Makes total sense, the gold sell. But that 5 notch, you would want something that literally is enough to put you off that trade, because you don't have the confirmation that we can push through it without a 15:30 or 1 hour. All is against you. But once you get that, if you didn't have that, then it's totally valid. You know what I've seen before happen on DAX here? Whenever we come to the low of the range here, do a big liquidity grab, reject. Sometimes it doesn't give you the close below. It will break this low and drive. So I'm wondering to consider if that's going to be the case here. Because if we're going to break this area here, I expect it to break pretty fast. I've seen that happen a lot actually. I have to make a decision like now. Not scared if it rejects. Well, I mean, then you would get out. Let's see what type of risk could be with stop loss there. How big is that? Let's see how it forms here. 1 minute close below. We have no 1 minute structure, so that's an issue for now. Three minutes. Can I wait 3 minutes? You know me, I always like closes. I'd wait for close. Me too. I think end of month we're allowed to wait for close. That would make sense. We don't want to ruin our month. Yeah. End of month we should wait for close. If it pushes, it pushes. We'll just accept it. So what? But remember, DAX has been very impulsive recently. That's the reason why I believe. That's the reason why I believe. Now with 1 minute structure, it could now in the next 3 minutes end up down here. This is the only reason I believe that it could do that. Because of how impulsive it's been recently and me seeing that type of setup. Yep, you see? Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep, that's exactly what I meant. Look, straight to TP. Yep. It really has been, it's not gay, it's just that's all you have to take is the aggressive shot. You see? I knew it wouldn't give the close today. As soon as that 1 minute pullback comes and then we get below, very simple trade this. I actually should, it's yeah. That's FOMO? Not at all, man. I literally called that well before it happened. You
yes,
see?
your predictions that totally came through, but without the close, like you said, it's an aggressive thing. You can call it.
Yeah, but you have to be. It's been like this all week.
If you say so.
All week. Yeah, all week it's been like this. I mean, you make the decision. You make the decision to take it. I literally said that's the decision. If you want to be safe, you wait. But like I was saying, how many times I've seen this liquidity grab, break of the low, it's gonna go. This week, DAX has been all impulsive. High chance you're not gonna get the close here. You know? I mean, worst case scenario, you hit stop loss. That's worst case scenario.
Yeah, go break even real quick too, if you can.
Yeah, I mean, here you can. Literally 1 minute just went. Very easy. I mean, this is a beautiful trade. You see how quickly that gives you that profit. I've seen this happen too many times. I need to just trade a little bit riskier, not really worry about trying to impress and stuff like that. Just follow what I say. That's a 1 to 2 very easily, without even blinking your eyes. That's 2 positions now, just trying to be safe. These markets don't reward that. You just have to be more, you know, here's my idea, that's my idea, just let me trust my analysis. Not let people really put you off end of month. Fuck it, man. Just go. Have to just go. Is that some type of news? No, not at all, man. That's not news at all. That's just some beautiful volume on DAX. DAX can have great volume. That's my point. Once we get through this range, we should break out heavy. Was a quick trade? Should be. Breaking out of this zone normally doesn't give a chance. Because we've tapped it so many times. The time we do this, I've seen this setup so many times. This is the difference with understanding analysis. I should have not let end of month influence me there. Or pressure of trying to be super tight with risk. I do want to start to trade riskier, especially in conditions like this. It's way easier to make money like that, but you will lose more, but just the ramifications of losing more. 5 minutes ago we had some French news. Yeah, but the French news is not too important. I mean, obviously it can influence this a little bit here. I have seen that in the past. But this happened after the French news was at 45, this candle here. So the news came out and then it didn't break immediately. It took its time. Unless something happens, should be it. Wasn't news clean price action? Yes. Sharp, do you believe if you wasn't streaming, you would do a lot more trades than you do on stream? No, I won't. But I would be taking different options in terms of just going with analysis a bit more, not trying to be as safe as possible. It's just like, the difference is people just end up copying, you know, and like I want to try be as safe as possible, and no matter what, people copy, and it just makes my life hell if I have to just take risky options and people don't understand why I took it. So I can always make a choice to take a safer option. But something like this, the difference is some people do random shit and lose, but this I called exactly this type of setup. You know, and it's also a consideration of no one else to blame, it's only me. I also inside want to save some of my profits for this month. It's not a terrible month this month. It was up 4% yesterday and then took a loss yesterday, so I'm up 3. It's not that bad. I would have been up 8% this month, but I took a lot of trades on futures in NY to pass the futures account, because you have to remember I passed the futures account this month, so I was not trading my personal account while passing that funded account. I was fully focusing on that funded account. So that funded account I made 6%, but that 6% would not be related to my real risk, because some of the trades I was risking 2%. If you check the video where I passed the funded account, you can see my risk was not crazy. You can calculate it. I was not over risking full margin. I did that in the past, but I lost that challenge when I did that. So I went with kind of a safer approach. Harry, you can link your accounts, not from futures to CFDs. So I didn't end up actually trading my personal while passing that. I think I only got one trade on my personal while doing that. So with normal risk, I probably would have made in New York there 4 to 5%. So let's say with a loss, 4 to 5% would equal plus the 3% now is 8%. You see, 7% worst case scenario. That was very nice on DAX actually, to call it like that. I'll give you group personal. Okay, give the group. No chance. I'll give you the funded. You guys can enter on funded and I enter on personal. That's fair. Because I don't mind if that ends up losing. Less risk. I lose 150 bucks, 200 bucks. Personal, you guys can blow the whole account. Target tap for the day, huh? 4 hour support. Notch though. Oh wow, that's heavy 1 hour supports here. Finding profit for 4 positions here on USD JPY. Entry based on 4 hour resistance level. How would you manage here? Hold. I don't like the layer like this, man. I don't like the layer like this. This is a bad layer because you're layering super different from the original layer. So these are different trades, you know? In this position, when you're layered so wide, you would close this position, second position. You'd close second position, leave first position because it's in a great position. This position would cover for this if this loses, the highest position. And then you need to have targets for these positions here because I don't know where stop loss is based off these. Remember, you are not taking a one trade here, you're taking 4 different trades because they're 4 drastically different entries, except for these 2. This layer here is fine. These 2 layers I don't mind, you know, but these are big differences. Do you think it's too much to have phone in one hand for MT5 click mouse for futures? That way you can trade both? In the open, yes. And if you watch how our open trades are, it's too much. Regular time, not at all. You can do that easily. But if you're trading on the open, like New York Stock Exchange open, it's very hard to do both at the same time. Because some of them might look different. Like if you're watching your CFD broker, it might break low and then it doesn't on futures, but you pressed and then, you know, or you press too early. So you want to focus on one. Waiting for quiz of the day. Let's run it, man. Let's run it. Quiz of the day today. Let me have a think. Also, it's never a bad thing to go risk adverse at end of month. You don't really lose. Last day of the month, like it's not the worst, but you should always be pissed if you miss out on money that was there to be made. It's normal. If you're not pissed when that happens, you're not having a drive to make money. I'm excited about Kahoot. Yeah, I need to set that up and put the questions in there. So let me QOD, let's do it. QOD today, the QOD. Trying to think of a juicy one. Maybe we do a simple one. I just FOMO'd on DAX after that push. Oh, come on, man. You're the one who said it's FOMO to enter on my entry and now you FOMO'd after the push?
Yes, sir. Yes. It's terrible. It sucks.
Well, I'm glad you actually said that because that is 90% of the battle to be able to admit that. So well done for that. I actually applaud that because you've already identified it's a bad mistake. So the only thing you can do from here is improve. Am I right? So
yeah, I journaled it. It's there. I can look at it later.
Good job, man. You're not alone. I did the same. No, guys, no. See, I used to do that. Don't worry. Because I used to plan the trade. It always messes you up.
It's like when you miss it, you should already admit that you've missed it and just move on.
Exactly. Yeah,
Can't let
because
go.
now you're always in a worse position afterwards because now you lost. It's way better to not have made anything to lost, and that's how the market works. You know?
Yeah.
Always works like that. Like if you're gonna enter, it's the entry of this aggressive entry here. That's it. Anyways, let me try to think of this question here. I have one. Question of the day is, what are the key levels on gold? Every $10, so from 310 to 320, every $50, every $5, or every $100? What are the key levels on gold? Put in your votes. Prasad says every $10. Right, so what is a key level on gold here, right? So gold has key levels. Could be $10, could be $5. Key levels are zones that price reacts at even numbers. They react at even numbers because there could be pools of liquidity there. And it's also easier on the books, right? So if we take an example of this area here, 410, right? That's a number here, 410. You can see these wicks reacting at 410. So the quiz is, what is the answer towards that? Is the levels every $10, every $100, every $50? So yeah, that will be. So we'll give people a chance to vote, and then we'll say end of stream what the results are. So this was London Open at the moment here. Kind of a setup 2 on 15 here. $30-minute looked really bad. Now it looks clear once we push like this. 8 pips, damn. I FOMO a lot, still trying to pass it, but what I noticed that anytime I FOMO, I don't have the courage to hold through a pullback, so I just close most of the time break even. Exactly, yes. You're not comfortable in a trade. Being comfortable in a trade is very important. I overcome the FOMO, but now struggling with over-analysis hesitation. Normal, but it's better than FOMO, trust me. That is just going to come from experience, and just kind of going in low risk instead of no risk is what helped me in that. I was wrong and too eager to jump. Got the first one wrong, damn. We will see, we will see. So DAX pushing up here on the open. Remember, this is the open, so it's normal to see a spike. Why aren't you in gold? Kind of bummed I missed that sell. That's why. Only entry I see on gold is if I'm totally convinced it was bullish here, but 1 hour time frame is closing doji. 30-minute close bearish, 15 close bullish. Take it break of 15 high for 8 pip break even. Stop loss 19 pips. and you still not hit 1-to-1 yet. Stop loss would be at break even right now, but it's just not enough range. Hi mate from London here. Welcome, welcome brother. Here's the results, guys. Here's the results. Very interesting results we're seeing. We're seeing 33% saying every $10, 35% saying every $5. So very interesting. Close battle between every 10 and every 5. We'll find out which one is correct. But 5 minute had celery play. What's celery play? Unless that's what you talked about and I didn't listen. Yeah, I just talked about that. I was saying how you had the 30. I was bummed that I didn't take the sells, and the sells was the more idea that I had with 4-hour closing bearish like this. 30-minute closing bearish from resistance. 15-minute candle did close bullish though. Let's see what this is. Looking for sells below here. Yeah, nice liquidity grab around the highs. Should be good. If it creates 5-minute structure, you could wait for a 5-minute resistance. Less PE, how can I do that? I have to see your trades, man. If you join up, I can have a look at your trades.
Harry.
Yo, man.
Yo, when I trade London session, right? You gotta hear me out on this one. I just can't imagine what the suicide rates are looking like right now. Cause what the fuck am I looking at?
Actually, today was not that bad. Just didn't enter. Just needed to be a little bit more aggressive, and today was not that bad. If I'm being honest, there was a few options.
For 1 second. I blinked for 1
yeah,
second.
yeah. If you blink, you miss it.
Gold makes the top wick, and then it shoots down. I'm like, the nearest bridge. I'm coming for it, huh?
Yeah, that's true. If you blink, you miss it today, though. But there are options. Let's have a look at your UJ trade. 15-minute looks okay, but the problem is, let's see if there's any 5-minute structure. Was this today? So let's see where your stop loss is. If your stop loss is not below 5-minute structure, there's a problem. Yeah, I think you have to run this stop here minimum, because this shit can pull back. It's okay if it does. You just have to sit through drawdown, but you just need the stop loss to be below that structure point. At least to give you some protection, something like that, and then I would have taken it like that. Obviously prefer the 5 structure, but without it's okay, as long as you have your stop loss a little bit more protected. MK, someone in chat is saying your voice is so smooth. Good. Damn, no homo though. I'm telling you,
that is so crazy. That is so crazy.
Sasa. I like the way on video. Yeah, I haven't talked about the way on video. They just wanted it to keep on the channel. Literally been so busy that yeah, they did post the way on video. If you guys go to the way on channel, you can have a look at the documentary. It's a great documentary, actually. It came out amazing. One of my favorites. Go check it out.
Oh, Harry, probably the main reason why my voice is like that is because over time, the charts just made me absolutely autistic. I get so, my grades are so ass. It's literally because gold has just been uppercutting me every single morning.
No socks on? How do you know I was not wearing socks? Did they keep that in? No way. Is there a scene there? There can't be.
Like every single time I wake up in the morning, I'm like, boom. All right, let's see what the charts are looking like in Asian session. Big man thing. Boom, I hop on. I'm about to crash out. Like what can I do in Asian session, bro?
Is it actually in there? Is it actually in there? Because that is facts, man. There was a whole scene. There was a whole scene which we had to delete because it was so funny. It was just literally me sitting there with my feet out. Loki, I gotta chill. Wow. You had to see some comment on the Instagram, man. That's probably how you got it. For sure. What's the mindset of real traders who make millions of dollars? What makes them different from others? They're willing to lose tens of millions of dollars. That's the difference. That's the only difference of them. The one from 6 months before, the way on video? No, they posted a recent one. There's a whole documentary now. See this one here. They made this documentary here. So you can watch that one. I got it on YouTube recommendation. That's cool. How come I don't get it even though I'm sub to them? I don't know. Maybe YouTube just doesn't like me, right? How many subs we at now? We at 9? Oh, come on, man. It's taking too long.
I wonder if gold will play out setup 2 on the 5 right now.
Bro, now your brain is absolutely gone to mush.
Top wick. No, look, the trend is down. We are on the top of the range.
Brain has gone to mush, man. After that FOMO, brain is gone. Trust me. Look at this, man. Look at what are you trading into, man?
We're trading into the.
Look at this, man. This is like full notch here, 5 minute here. Could be right, but like.
That's your break even right there, that 5. Look, it's pushing.
Don't know what I'm
Man,
gonna
it was
do.
good. It was good prognosis, whatever it's called.
Yeah, but then you FOMO into that BS before.
This is much better. The BS that formed before, that was just I was just brain dead zombie. Here, it's at least something to set up.
Something, but still, now you get tap break even. You know.
Bro, Alexi.
Yo, what's
Bro,
up?
if I take this position, bro, a minute later, I'm screaming, fuck, bro, the banks are hurting my fucking stop loss. Fuck. Like, bro, shit happens too often, bro. It's actually crash out season for me.
Relax, relax.
Just need to wait out till New York. That will make things better.
Yo.
Last day of the month, relax.
Nah, I'm switching to New York, bro. I don't give a fuck no more.
Well, you could watch paint dry like us yesterday in New York. You'll enjoy it thoroughly, I'll tell you that much. You know? If you want to, you can enjoy that. We'll just watch paint dry all session.
Yeah, all you need is like a monster and a little bit of a lip pillow, and you'll be fine.
Lip pillow. A little. Then you'll be alright. That'll be it, man. Flying. What do you think about sells below the current low? You know, I was looking at that. This low here. It's just very close to that 15. Have you ever tried Asian session like once? Yeah, I used to trade it. I used to trade it in a time in GJ where GJ was completely trending. I used to make a lot of money doing it. And what I do is wake up for the daily candle. Daily candle would make bottom wick. I'll take a buy at the bottom wick and leave it for the rest of the day. By the time you come to London, you're in profits because GJ is trending up. Super simple setup. Everyone needs hard push session to be clear in the head. Yeah, you guys better in this weekend clear your head for next month. I want no bullshit. We have to lock in next month. We'll hit 100k on YouTube. Pip Labs is launching. Bitcoin hit a, you know, Bitcoin would hit a high. Man, I actually withdraw a bit of Bitcoin, man. I want to treat myself. I need to make something interesting. 2 Bitcoins? No way, man. I'm not gonna buy a car. I just bought a car. Bought a car. Bought expensive flight tickets. I don't need to have random stupid spending for no reason. We need to invest in property. That's the real goal. What do you think about DAX close now? See, the problem with DAX close now is that this could end up being one more close above to continue up. So what we want to see is at least 2 5-minute. Remember that 2 5-minute candle close rule? That would be way better. Gold closed bearish now. Yeah, gold closed bearish, but we have limited range. 15-minute support is right here. So it could tap the 15-minute support, and then we have to see what happens. 5 pips. It's just very tight. Yeah, that's not a bad shout to be selling below that. It's a good shout, that. BTC coming months will be very interesting. Yes. I didn't sell BTC actually. I only sold a little bit of Ethereum. And this is not, I might get back in soon. That's the problem, because it's a good pullback. Sold from somewhere up here, and I might get back in. Maybe back here at 4,000, 4,1. Could make it easy, you know. Buy 10 Ethereum here. You could make, you know, 8k by the time we reach the highs again. It's not bad. How many Bitcoins you have in your portfolio? I don't share any monetary thing. It doesn't affect anyone or help anyone to achieve anything. So I prefer to keep everything monetary private. I do discuss things. I don't discuss direct numbers. I discuss properties, what I do, what I risk, blah, blah, blah. What I have, obviously what I bought and stuff. So guys can get an idea, but I don't like to discuss direct numbers as it's really irrelevant. It's not going to help you. It's not going to make anything for me. I don't need to show off to anyone. What exchange do you use for crypto? We have a local exchange here that has like this KYC, and you can withdraw 1 million dirhams per week on it. So it's pretty good. The limits, I mean. It's mental how many people ask what's in another man's bank account. People need to get a life. But you know, a lot of people flex that, man, online. So they make it's kind of become normalized, you know? Is Binance the best thing to hold long-term crypto? No, a ledger is the best thing to hold long-term crypto. Speaking of which, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Where would you go B? Probably this previous 5 here. Like a trust wallet? Yeah. Do you trade when you're not streaming? Only New York. But these days I only trade with people. Like I've never... I don't think... It's been a long time. The last time I traded by myself fully, without even having like a conversation or talking about my plans, was when I was in Italy. When I was in Italy. That's the last time I fully was like...
Harry.
Yeah,
Let
man.
me ask you this: do we ever enter gold on a 5, or is it always 15?
You need some sort of 15-minute confirmation, then you can enter gold, yes. If
So
you
it's
have a
like,
15-minute confirmation.
If 15, I see. Okay, thank you.
So if there's something, it could be a 1-hour confirmation, 15-minute, as long as there's something in your direction. Like, let's say in gold today, we had a 30-minute closing bearish, right? So that could be your confirmation. Only problem is this tap target. So that would be something against your confirmation, but you just weigh it up, you know?
I see. So you make the plan on a higher time frame, and then if you have the plan, then you can enter on the 5.
Exactly.
Alrighty, thank you.
Many people also want verified broker statement. I think how you do it is more transparent. The problem is you can fake verified broker statements these days now. It's unfortunate, but it's especially if you're affiliated with the broker, it's very easy to fake them. Broker statements don't prove anything. They are literally a means of piece of paper that people post a photo. The fact that it's a photo is a problem. Even people do these live logins. So it really comes down to, do you trust the person? The one thing that you can't fake is, of course, doing something live, because I'm doing it in front of you. I've had someone say to me, they DM me, they say, bro, you're trading live, you don't take the positions. No problem. Even if I didn't take the positions, I would be missing out. All of these profitable trades here, all of the losses, I would miss out. So I'm doing myself a disservice. Right? It doesn't cut the fact of you can or cannot trade when you're doing something live. It's just really hard, you know? It's really hard to lie because you're doing it live. Oh, let's see here. Close below. This is not a setup 3, man. This closed back in the range. This is like a setup 1 late entry. DAX close in 3 minutes. We could try a continuation trade. It is risky, but if it does close above, we could get some continuation. We pushed a lot. Yesterday it failed. So today we need to be even more aggressive with break even. So I'm literally, breaks the high, I'm break even. That fast. No joke. If you don't post the losses, people only win. The problem is if you post losses, you just lose so much subscribers. You lose people. It's just people don't want reality. I still do it anyways because that's just me. But it sucks, man. When you spend so long building something and you just lose. You know, it's like people just really, one loss makes such an impact. I have won 8 trades in a row, 6 trades in a row, and the growth I've had from that has been minimal. But one loss even after something like 6 wins, I will lose 20% of my followers. I'll lose 20% viewers. It's just such a fickle game here for if you're trying to build a personal brand and stuff, you know. Alright, here's the stats so far of the quiz. Every $10 is winning so far. Every $10 is winning so far. Don't forget to check the 30-minute. I'm more worried about the 1 hour. Actually, no, we're getting above the 1 hour now. Okay, that's not bad. So we'll see. The wick fill is the goal as long as we're not sitting at this 1 hour. So let's see how it closes here. 1 minute 31. People want 100% win rate. Yeah, that's why I don't stream for growth. But it's nice to grow, if that makes sense. You understand? Like if I wanted to just grow, then streaming is a bad idea. Unless I wanted to fake it on stream. And just not show my positions and just randomly show up to stream with profitable trades already done, you know. Which, of course, if you planned and sent the plan is totally fine. You don't have to do that, but you wouldn't just be fully transparent, literally taking my trades on stream. Full furu from now on. I actually am interested to try do it. You lose 20% of your viewers? Yeah, look, man, 300 viewers. Yesterday we took a loss, unfortunately. We took a win the day before, but yesterday our viewers were 400. So what is that a percentage? It's almost 50%. Just do it and see. There should be a legit way to be able to do it, which I have an idea that kind of accommodates both. We might close below here as well, guys, in 20 seconds. So let's keep an eye on this. See if we get a top wick. Oh, closed above, huh? We might consolidate now. What does P1 stand for? Position 1, winner of the Formula 1. Oh man, what type of price action is this, man? That previous 1 hour, man, I didn't want to sell back into that. You can create a second channel, fake sharp. How did Italy in terms of interaction? Because I really like that one. Expected to do well. Not bad. 12k views. Yeah, 12k. It's not that bad. But it was an expensive video. I mean, the cost to make a video like that is absurd. How come for you are selling DAX in that zone? Does it look better to close below where that first position is going to be? No, because the earlier you get in, the safer it is these days. Is there a free trial? There's a demo version. Tapped at 15 and said thank you very much. That's all I have. Is it not target met? It is, but we're just ping-ponging again, right? Remember that trend from this this week? It's all we've been doing, ping-pong, ping-pong, ping-pong. And also it's not a full 4-hour support, it's a notch, look. I mean, this previous one you can count, yes. But we're just ping-pong. It's really been a trend in London session. Go up, come down, go down, come up, you know? But the problem is, now I feel we're gonna get stuck in consolidation. Because this is, remember we talk about that concept previous range. So now until we leave this previous range, there's no sells. Right? So yeah. Gold for sells. To be honest, I missed the sells today, man. Today I missed 2 trades and that's cooked me for the session. That's just, honestly, both my plans were valid. I missed to see that my broker did not have a notch here. That sell was the sell. Easy 1 to, what was that? Almost a 1 to 2. So that was my trade here. Now selling the lows breakout doesn't make sense for me. And yeah, then on DAX here this morning, we had that option there. Remember that aggressive option I talked about where you can aggressively take that sell below. Instead of waiting for the close below, you can aggressively go below. I mean, now we could basically see something like this and then a close below, and then you can look to take the sell to the next zone. That can work like that. But I would prefer to see structure form before that. So yeah. What type of orange juice do you prefer, or what type of juice do you prefer to drink in the morning? It begins with P, but we won't discuss that. That is only for special people will understand what begins with P, but we won't discuss that. Answer my question then. What are key levels on gold? Let's see your quiz. Wayon is asking me what type of juice I'm drinking. Man, Toka totally caught. It's not B. Wayon has left the chat. Non-financial advice. They like the vlog. They like the vlog. Some of them have found it by themselves. They said it was a good video. They like the documentary. And they want more. Profit juice. That's the one, man. There you go. Anyways, the quiz today I put is key levels on gold. I asked, we're going to end the poll now, okay? I asked today, what is correct? Is a key level every $10, every $5, every $50? I gave one example. And that example, I used $10 as an example, and then people started to change their answers and $10 won. If you voted a key level on gold is every $10, you are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong because it's not. It's every $5. Every $5 on gold is a key level. From 405, 410, 415, 420, 425. So, if you change your answer because of the example I use, that's how it is. You guys lost. So, keep in mind, every $5 is a key level. Check them out. Anyhow, I'm going to hop off here. Missed a few trades today. And that was that, man. Basically, my mistake when that happens. These sells I don't like. Even with the stop loss placement here, a bit of FOMO. End of month. And yeah, sells seem like they're trying to play out at the moment. No close below just yet. But the one from here, if we had the close below, would have been valid. And then this would have played out. So, my bad. It happens sometimes. I identify it. Need to be more aggressive. Next month, I think I'm going to be more aggressive. So, be ready for some more wins, but also more losses, right? We kind of need to normalize that. I want you guys to prepare from now. If the markets are going to be aggressive like this, I'm going to take those options and just follow my plans. So, do not get thrown off balance. Just make sure you're listening up correctly and following and understanding why things are done and how. And it should be good. But hopefully they're not aggressive and we can chill and trade relax, because I prefer that. So let's get it, guys. Monday, new month, new opportunity. September, finally out of the summer. I'm actually looking forward for some more positive market conditions. And let's finish the year strong. We need to make it a big year. We need to do things right. And basically just go hard, man. It's our last chance to finish off the year strong. If you're going to quit now, if you're going to let summer put you off, then just leave. Don't come back next month. Call it quits. Be a quitter and live with that. If you want to level up, if you want to do something better, if you want to actually learn how to trade in a proper standard, not what these gurus show you online, and then when you try it yourself, you don't make money, then I don't know what to say, actually. Do what you want to do. But if you actually want to have to deal with real market conditions, real trading challenges, and actually still end up in profit, then you have to stick around. So appreciate you all. I do appreciate you guys showing up to stream. Take care. Trade sharp. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right. Peace. Much love. Peace.